I got revenge on my horrible boss in the most satisfying way. Let me tell you about the time I got revenge on the most insufferable boss I've ever had. This guy, we'll call him Steve, was a nightmare. You know that boss who just seems to exist to make your life miserable? That was him. I worked at this small tech company where everyone was overworked and underpaid. But Steve had a knack for making everything worse. He was one of those micromanagers who would hover over your desk, criticizing every tiny thing, while contributing absolutely nothing himself. Late to a meeting? That's a passive-aggressive email. Took an extra 5 minutes on your lunch break? Expect a lecture about company culture. But the real kicker? Steve implemented a points-based efficiency system. Every time you made a mistake, big or small, you'd lose points. If your points dropped to 0, you were automatically fired. And surprise, surprise, only he got to decide what counted as a mistake. One day, I got docked 5 points for improper formatting in an email. Another time, I lost 10 points because my response to a client was too direct. Meanwhile, Steve was late to every meeting, messed up actual client presentations, and somehow got away with it. That's when I decided enough was enough. If he wanted to play dirty, I'd play smarter. Over the next few months, I started documenting everything. Every unfair deduction, every ridiculous comment, and every time he blatantly violated company policy. I even got a few coworkers on board. Turns out, I wasn't the only one he was targeting. Together, we built a case so airtight, it could survive a court battle. When the time was right, we sent everything to HR. And let me tell you, they were not happy. Turns out, Steve's efficiency system was actually illegal under labor laws. HR launched a full investigation, and within a month, Steve was called into a meeting. The next day, his office was empty. No goodbye emails, no awkward farewell party. Just gone. Turns out, HR didn't just fire him. They also reported him to the labor board for workplace harassment. Last I heard, he's still unemployed. As for me, I stayed at the company long enough to watch all the policies he created get thrown in the trash. I eventually left for a better job, but I'll never forget the satisfaction of watching a horrible boss get exactly what he deserved. And that's how I turned the tables on the worst boss ever. If you've ever had a moment of perfect revenge, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it.